Khalil, Jeremy,
G.
welcome to another episode, Court and Culture. How you feeling, man?
Ain't much, man. You know, another day, another dollar. But, man, what's the word, Big Bird?
Man, ain't much, can't call it.
Sir, yes, sir. What we got going on, though? What's the take?
Oh, man, we got a little bit of stuff. Right now, we just talking about the hottest teams we got in the NBA. We got the Hornets, we got the Knicks, we got the Suns. Hornets just got a nasty win not too long ago against none other than the Spurs, which we all know Spurs, Wemby, all the talent that they got over there. But the Hornets, 6-game winning streak right now. And I wanted to kind of go straight to the Hornets, honestly. We talked, obviously, not too long ago about, might be some trade rumors, who might be leaving. LaMelo Ball, is it time for him to just bounce out of the Hornets? A lot of talks. You got Brandon Miller over there. You got, obviously, Miles Bridges over there as well. Colin Knippel, who's having a great rookie season so far. We thought of something about changes, but this might have changed some things. How you feeling about the Hornets?
I mean, the Hornets is showing some life right now, for sure, in comparison to our last conversation.
That's facts.
Obviously, they're not in the conversation yet as far as, playoff or things like that. I think they're rocking the 11th seed right now. But that's not to take away from the fact that they are one of the hottest teams. They're putting up, I think, one of the highest points or shooting percentages, well, one of the two in the league right now. And I think it's a whole bunch of young kids having fun, which is what works also for a team like OKC. Now, obviously, in the Hornets, is not as talented as the kids in OKC, but you get the gist of just young talent performing with an all-star in ball.
Honestly, with stuff that's going on with LaMelo Ball, I liked what I'm seeing. I mentioned it last episode, that he's kind of balling like when he was back in Chino Hills. So I like what I see from LaMelo Ball. Like they got to keep this energy going. I don't think it's gonna go very, very far as maybe going far into the playoffs. They could potentially make it into the play-in. They are, like you mentioned, the 11th seed. So really, if they make it to the 10th, 9th seed, they considerably can be into that play-in tournament. But it's looking good. The crazy thing right now, what I think about when it comes to the Hornets, is what this kind of opens up for them. They are in a hot little winning streak right now, 6 games, of course, obviously beating the San Antonio Spurs, which number 2 over in the West. So we can argue, that's a hell of a win.
That was a good win.
That's a good win.
That definitely
So
was.
if I'm a team possibly that's looking to make a trade, they may not make a big trade. Maybe they consider making a smaller trade that makes them a little bit more on a level where they can be competitive. Right now, we're seeing that they are competing, but obviously we don't know how far this will go. The Hornets, they could probably make it all the way for another 2 more, 3 more game streak, or they can go on a 5-game losing streak.
Correct. Yeah.
Really don't know.
It can turn around
So
just like that.
I think with the deadline coming up on the 6th, when is it again? The 5th?
5th, yeah.
With them coming on the 5th, I think they really got to make consider some slight changes. If that's maybe removing a Miles Bridges, who we can argue has a little bit of good value when it comes to he can score the ball. Maybe they bring in a solid piece to get more rebounding for them. It really all depends on where they move. I don't think they're looking to move away from the LaMelo Ball. Maybe Brandon Miller might be a piece in the trade talks. Not too sure, but I do think they need to make some small moves if they want to be considered competitive, especially if they want to go into a playing game.
I think they have some draft picks that they can offer, and obviously there are some players on the team who they can upsell for us. I would say they would need another all-star on that team. They need a veteran all-star on that team for them to be productive. We were
Who
hacking.
would you take? We
were hacking last time.
Who are you thinking? Who would you take if you're a veteran and you're available to the Hornets?
Somebody really great. We keep bringing him up, but Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant someone that was not playing. I thought you meant someone that's currently playing right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Brandon Ingram. Everyone who's not playing. I don't think we would be able to pick up.
Brandon Ingram to the Hornets would be interesting.
Yeah, because you add shooting, you add perimeter danger, perimeter threat. Also, he's very savvy with the ball, very similar to Kevin Durant's game. You add some height as well to the team. Now, what would you have to give for him? I think it wouldn't be too much. So I take back what I said about trading LaMelo Ball right this second.
Okay.
It could still be on the table, but then that would make the Hornets a
Yeah, I heard it.
No, I mean that would make the Hornets a rebuilding team if they trade LaMelo Ball.
I mean, they're still the. Don't get it twisted. The Hornets right now, they're looking good these past 6 games, yes. But they're not going to be taking out top teams like OKC, like the even honestly maybe even the Celtics. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe they've gotten a win on the Celtics this particular season. I'll double check on that. But teams like that, I feel like they are going to still have the upper advantage when it comes to the Hornets because they are lacking a little bit more, as you mentioned, all-star talent. LaMelo Ball, great all-star talent in the past, obviously. Could he be an all-star this season? Maybe not this season specifically. He could be on track to doing it again maybe next season. I don't know about this season, only because we're already kind of close to the all-star game coming. It doesn't really seem, it doesn't really seem like that's going to be something in line for him unless it's something that they're voted in by coaches, because I know they haven't announced the coaches' votes for the players just yet for the reserves.
Yeah, no, with all due respect, I don't want to see LaMelo Ball right now in All-Star game.
I mean, it's kind
With
of.
all due respect.
I'm going to be real with you.
I got better guards right now in the league right now that I'd rather see than
This
than
All-Star
LaMelo
game
Ball.
it's weak just because there's so many injuries across the league, and then it's like now you kind of have to go down to, well, this person's not being able to compete because they haven't met, like, let's say, for example, I believe, I don't remember if it does, but I think, yeah, the rule still stands when it comes to them being named for All-Stars. Obviously, if they've injured for so many days, then, they can't be contending in the All-Star game. So that's what I think is happening a lot this season. I mean, even awards are possibly not going to be considered for players like Jokic if he continues to go miss games. And I think players like, for example, LeBron James, we spoke about before, not going to potentially be winning any type of rewards, but just because of the missed games.
Mrs. All-Star.
So there's gonna be a lot of that, and I feel like with the All-Stars, we're gonna see a lot of new names that we're probably not gonna say is our first vote, maybe not even our second vote, but might potentially be named as an All-Star.
Yeah, but I would say on that guard position, we have a lot of competition that have proven themselves, and actually our top ranking guards, like we're talking about, you got Jaylen Brown from the Celtics, you got Jason, you got Brunson, you
Cade Cunningham.
You got Cade Cunningham.
I was about to say Tyrese Halliburton for a second.
You got Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey.
There's too much competition to where now we're going to consider what have you done contributing to your team, like where's your team success. Again, just like very similar to how we do with awards. I don't think they do anything different when it comes to the All-Star. I know majority of the All-Star votes is fan-based,
well,
but
yeah,
there's
a percentage. Yeah,
there's
like
a percentage.
There's like I don't know what percentage it is, but there's a percentage that's fan vote, then there's a percentage that's coaches vote, and then there's another percentage at the very end. I believe that's like NBA maybe experts and stuff like that, or executive if I'm not mistaken. But outside of that, there's so many different percentages that comes into play with the way players have been out. I mean, you're not going to really vote for example, a Russell Westbrook because
or Donovan Mitchell,
no, you'd vote for probably. I think Donovan Mitchell.
He is player of the week. He is player of the week.
I mean, I'm gonna get blasted for this.
He averaged like 32
did he get announced
points
as an All-Star starter? Was he an All-Star starter this season?
I'm not sure.
I think it was Cade, Jalen Brunson, Jaylen Brown. Dang, who else is there?
I don't think you can fit any more.
No, what do you mean?
Where you
five people on each side. What are you talking about?
5 guards?
God, bro, it's not based off the position anymore. They've been done away with that.
So you could potentially have small people in the starting lineup.
Have you not seen the World versus USA, bro? Like,
I mean, that one was a little different. That was the top best players we have on the court.
Yeah, but the top best players we have, unfortunately, are not competing against World. You got SGA, Jokic, Giannis, and Luka, and I forgot who the last person was on that list. But I mean, just the top 4 I named already is enough.
But
that's not an All-Star team, bro. That's an Olympic team. Come on.
Oh, so that's the structure of the All-Star game this season.
Yeah, it's the World versus USA.
Okay. Well, I mean,
USA is not really standing much of a chance, even if Jason Tatum was healthy.
You do have Steph Curry then also. You have Kevin Durant. You have Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. You got Rudy Gobert, probably.
Gobert,
probably. Maybe not, but that's besides the point. I mean, All-Star Game is going to be interesting, I guess, this year for sure. It's going to be literally the best of the world versus the best of America. And I'm still going American on that one.
Yeah, I'm not counting my vote on that. But the next fans up we got on the streak right now, though, we got the Knicks.
We
The
do have
Knicks
the
looking
Knicks.
pretty good. They are having a
Told
5-game
you.
win streak after Jalen Brunson. Honestly, he had that players only meeting not too long ago, and ever since then they've been on a 5-game winning streak. So that's looking pretty good. But me as a Knicks fan personally, and for you guys, I'm sure if y'all tired of hearing it, whatever, I don't care. But I don't think they're gonna really look too nice with the way Karl Anthony Towns is. I mean, he came out recently in social media, mentioned that he had hard feelings because he was in trade requests, and it's like because of that, you got trade deadline coming up. Yeah, they're on a 5-game win streak, but if you look at those couple of games that they played, Karl Anthony Towns isn't playing like how he used to play last season, let alone ever in his career. He's at season lows for points. Yeah, we can argue the last games he had 22 rebounds, 17, whatever the case may be.
League in rebounds.
He leads the league in rebounds. Yes, he does. But it's like at this point, if he's just leading the league in rebounds and we picked him up to be the second option on that team, like, is he really showing his value? You know what I'm saying? Like, 5-game win streak, there's clips out that show that the team's not wanting to pass him the ball when it comes to him being open. So is that like are the Knicks freezing him out, or are the players freezing him out? I mean, what's the cases? Because we know we've seen it with Towns, the offensive fouling, the complaining. We've seen the memes. We get it when it comes to Karl Anthony Towns. We know what it comes when it comes to Karl Anthony Towns. However, it's just now it seems like the team might be freezing him out, especially with the trade deadline coming out. So yes, they are on a 5-game win streak, but how long can that last with them having this little feud, I guess you could say, and Cat being in his feelings?
You mentioned like that you heard something about Cat coming out and saying that he was in his feelings. I did read something on the contrary, where apparently he's been blocking out the noise that he's been hearing. Like, he doesn't get on social media. He doesn't care about the trade talks. He said he's been in trade talks in Minnesota. He's been in trade talks his whole career, so it's something that he's used to. So just to kind of give him some grace on that side. Again, I don't. Now it's a battle of what did he really say, which one or two he really said. But the idea of, Cat right now may not be the scoring, person that you guys may have wanted him to be in the Knicks. But I think he's contributing enough, considering the fact that he is being a bitch. And he is being soft. He is having his offensive, tantrums and stuff. But you lead the league in rebounds, and we're talking about trading for Giannis, who doesn't. And then also you got a 3-point shooting a big man, where Giannis is not going to contribute there. Yeah, Giannis is going to dominate the paint. He's going to put putbacks up. But if Cat leads the league in rebounds, then it's not like Giannis is getting that many more rebounds.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I don't even really want Giannis either anymore as a fan. As a New York Knicks fan, and maybe some fans might disagree with what I have to say, but I don't really care if we get Giannis at this point, because it's already proven that realistically, if we can have other guys in the team that can score and step up, the OG, the Mikal Bridges, if they can really step up and score, and all we really need is someone to rebound the board, we got guys like Rudy Gobert, not saying we're going to get a Victor Wembanyama, Donovan Klingham, Ivaka Zubac. We got players like that are, 0.9, 0.5 away from Karl Anthony Towns averaging all these points.
The question is, do you disrupt the team?
Or these rebounds?
The question always lies on, do you disrupt the team who went to the Eastern Conference Finals?
I mean,
and lost in
right now the team already seems like they're ready for him to move out. I mean, his minutes are down. They've seen Mitchell Robinson being put into the game more often than Karl Anthony Towns. Like, they're already showing that they could run the team without him. And if they pick up a solid starting big man, let's say if they went and picked up a Bam Adebayo, for example, or if they went and picked up I hate saying this because Jaren Jackson Jr. is not really a great rebounder at all, but a Jaren Jackson Jr. or a Donovan Klingham or Rudy Gobert even, because, they've already done trades with Minnesota before. Send him back home where he was before. So there's so many different things we could do here just because we see he's not scoring. We see the rest of the team is scoring. Other players on the team have developed a role where they're stepping up. They're showing that this is what their worth is, and we may not really need Karl Anthony Towns to be there. So I get what you're saying. Yeah, maybe you trade him away, maybe you do fuck up chemistry, maybe that rebounding, him leading in the league, it could change potentially. But you can also argue that with his scoring being below average right now, do we necessarily need him?
I mean, below average, he's still averaging 15 points a game.
Bro, he used to average 22, 23 points a game. That's a drastic change for someone that is an all. Matter of fact, he's not even an all-star.
If you're leading the league in rebounds and you didn't do that before, and your points went down.
He led the league in rebounds last season as well. But he's second, my bad. Second in rebounds behind Jokic.
So it's
which we can argue, I mean, behind Jokic that's in fact a good deal as well.
It's taking him some adjustments to make. He's been in the Knicks for 2 seasons now. It's taking
this is his second season. I don't know what adjustments he needs to make.
I mean, is
it like a tampon check we talking about?
It's a tough city to play for, bro. It's
tough city to play for.
And we're not talking about moving in.
If you come to New York, last season you came, you fucking York, talking all his shit and trash, bro. You don't come to the city and think that we gonna not go against you when you not winning games. Like, this is the team that we gonna talk you up all the time when we winning games. But the second you have a bum ass night, we thinking about trading you.
Yeah, I mean, so, but that's also, I mean, that's not how life works, though.
You gotta be able to understand that's just how it is in the environment with New York. And there's players on that team that understand that, which is why they're thriving. He seems to be the only player that's not.
I mean, some would argue that Jalen Brunson thrives because he has a net that says that you'd never be traded regardless of however your night goes.
Jalen Brunson's thriving because what he does for them in the playoffs.
But what I'm saying is, like,
he's already proven he's that guy.
Can afford a bad season.
Bad season? He's not. Him himself is not even having a bad season.
He's not, but he could afford it, and you guys won't consider him to be traded. I think.
No, honestly, if Jalen Brunson ended up having a bad season and he stayed healthy, the New York would still talk shit.
I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him, but it's not necessarily right.
How he would handle it, I think maybe better then.
When you look back at like player loyalty, city loyalty, team loyalty, like again, you're talking about I'm loyal. I'm trying to be loyal to you guys. Yeah, my performance may not be up there, but you guys can't turn your back on me when I'm having a tough time.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you.
You know what I mean?
I feel you, dude, because I would feel the same way. It's like, damn, y'all got my back when I'm up and then y'all don't when I'm down.
Right.
Like, I'm with you 100%. The expectation I'm just trying to speak up for is more so that's how the nature has always been in the city of New York.
It's kind of hard to attract.
That's honestly what most sports there.
That's probably one of the reasons why it's hard to attract players.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn picked
which
up that whole
is probably
KD
why they're
thing.
so hesitant with this whole Giannis thing, you know. So I don't know. The great streak, like I said, 5-game win streak. They just got a big win the other night. They have another team. They have another game coming up on Sunday. We're going against the Lakers at home, so that'll be a pretty interesting game to see. You know, they're going to be going up against Luka, LeBron, obviously. So you're going to have a team who doesn't necessarily have a rebounding big against a team that does. So that's going to be arguably one of the very few games we'll see before the big trade comes. Because believe it or not, I believe we have the Knicks have the Lakers coming up on Sunday. And then they have one more game. I believe it's the Hawks before the big trade deadline. And then coincidentally enough, right after the trade deadline, we play the Pistons, which we all know is the number 1 team in the East. So it'll be interesting to see if they decide to make changes. Recently, James Dolan did come out and say that he doesn't look to make any big changes, like any big trades. So according to him, he stated that they don't want to make any big changes. We feel comfortable with what we have right now for a team to win a championship. So just because he said that, I take that as maybe they're not looking to pursue a Giannis. Maybe they look instead to pursue someone else. Give that I guess that peace of mind to Karl Anthony Towns that hey, we're still looking to keep you, but we do need to get some help because you be offensive fouling like a motherfucker. So who knows what they have plans to do, man? Like personally, I think you get rid of Karl Anthony Towns. I've seen enough. He had a great season last season. Cool. He might be upset because his guy Tom Thibodeau is gone. Oh well, man. Sorry. Like, you got someone here, you got a team here that can take you to potentially win a championship. Like, ride that fucking wave, my nigga. Like, That's what I would do. Like, you're the second option on that team. Don't be butthurt because they talking about putting you in trade talks. Josh Hart's been talking trade talks before. Landry Shamet, Miles McBride, OG Anunoby. Like, all these guys have been put in trade talks, and not one of them is talking about that they pussy's hurting and their feelings is hurt. So all I'm saying is I wouldn't be complaining. If anything, if you're being considered to be in a trade talks with even someone like a Giannis, shit, boost your value up. Go to a team so you can be the guy if you end up getting traded. And if you don't end up getting traded, now you look even better because it's like you didn't decide to, drop your points per game or just what you're doing on the court because you heard of trade talks. I feel like fuck the noise. Like if he said that in the statement, if he's truly saying fuck the noise, then do that. But it just doesn't seem like it's really transcending to the court. Aside from the rebounding game, it don't really seem like it's transcending to his points and his scoring, what we picked him up for. Right now, Mikal Bridges is looking like a good pickup. I mean, still think we gave up too much. Four first round picks for him is a bit insane, but I mean, one can argue we weren't mad when we got Mikal Bridges. We were just mad we gave up so much for him. But when we gave up and got Karl Anthony Towns, we were definitely upset about that. We were more upset that we gave up Dante DiVincenzo than Julius Randle. So with Cat, I mean, hey, if you're not going to listen to the noise and you're going to do what you need to do, I mean, the court look otherwise. The film look otherwise. They ain't passing to this man. We'll see. We shall see. 5-game win streak, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But they're heading in the right direction, though. 5-game win streak is a good sign.
Hey, number 2 in the East Coast. So hopefully, chemistry, no chemistry. Keep it up. They're tied for the second in the East. Sorry, Celtics fans. I know y'all want y'all little shine. I gave it to you. That's it. Tied for second in the East.
Okay.
But other than that, we're going to move to the West. The next hottest team right now in the NBA is the Phoenix Suns. And they're in an interesting moment right now. Devin Booker actually isn't the one that's hot right now in the Suns, and no pun intended. It's actually Dillon Brooks. Recently going on a crazy scoring load. Dropped 40 on the Pistons. Dropped 20, what was it? 27 yesterday. Like, dude, I don't know who this is. I don't know.
What's going on with all these Grizzlies players leaving Memphis, and
who else is that left Memphis that's fire right now? Dillon Brooks?
The Magics.
From the Desmond Bane?
Desmond
Bane tossed Emmanuel quickly the other night.
Desmond Bane
he tossed him to the ground like he was paperweight, yo.
Desmond Bane dropping 30 like it's light cheese.
Yeah,
he wasn't
man.
dropping 30 in Memphis.
They came back and won that game the other night too.
They did.
They were down with the Raptors almost all the way into the game, and they came back last minute in the fourth quarter.
Desmond Bane again, big fourth quarter 3-point shooting, made I think like 2 of them.
Hey, I told you, Chris, and you doubted them. I'm gonna say it now. You doubted them, dog, and look, they won the game. It was there. You said nah, bro, they ain't gonna get it, and they won the game. Magic fans, y'all can play our theme music, whatever. But yeah, man, the Suns was looking good. 3-game win streak. Dillon Brooks was on a burner essentially. 40 points, 27 points.
That boy going for most improved player of the year.
Ooh, I wouldn't be mad at that. That's a solid one.
He looking like it.
That's solid. Most improved player, because I mean, with all the injuries, Jalen Green, he took a nasty tumble not too long ago in that game. Actually, he fell on his back, right on his tailbone, and we all know too well. Players, Steph Curry fell on his tailbone. That shit can take you out. So Dillon Brooks is stepping it up. We knew he was a nightmare on defense. We knew he can play that lockdown defense. Now, seeing him as an offensive threat, yeah.
I've never seen that before.
I would definitely have to highly consider him as a most improved player. I can't think of anyone else right now because that's not what we're talking about, but we're talking about Dillon Brooks. Yeah, he's looking filthy.
He's in the conversation.
Yeah, he's definitely in conversation. But yeah, with the Suns, they're in an interesting situation right now because, like I mentioned, Jalen Green took a nasty tumble, but Jalen Green also hasn't been with the Suns for the entire season. Been injured beginning of the season. Now he's just kind of getting back into the rotation, getting back into the swing of things. And we can agree, Jalen Green is a scorer. He can get offensive. He can be offensive nightmare for teams. But we haven't seen a lot of Devin Booker, Jalen Green, and Dillon Brooks all on this floor together. So I personally want to see more of that. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Suns fans do too. And with them right now, I believe when I looked it up, they're 6 in the standings right now for the West, which is honestly, that's pretty exciting because we got teams above them, the Lakers, the Rockets. We can argue that the Lakers are a bit shaky right now. They are up and down when it comes to being in the top six, but they've been in the top six since the beginning of the season. So Suns look like they could potentially be a problem in the playoffs, especially if they're getting players potentially like a Dylan Brooks dropping 40, being another player on that team, another option on that team. That would definitely make a lot of other teams look back and think, man, we got to really rethink our defense and how we play. Like before, it's all right, Jalen Green is going to score, Devin Booker is going to score. But now they got to consider that Dylan Brooks is also going to be a scorer as well on that team. And in the others, as Shaq would say, for example.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Those players like that stepping up is what completes a team. I mean, the Phoenix Suns still need some additional
Hey,
players.
that trade deadline coming right around the corner.
But I mean, no, I mean,
They can make
having
moves.
Dylan Brooks, you can't expect Dylan Brooks to have these types of performances, especially back to back all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is
I hear that.
something. It is something like, again, like a Mikal Bridges coming out of nowhere and dropping 25. These role players coming in and doing some big numbers, like doing some career highs, and that's important for a team.
Yeah, they need
That's
that.
what's keeping Phoenix up. I think Dylan Brooks should get a lot of kudos for the fact that, whenever the rest of the guys aren't there, Dylan Brooks is there to play the game.
That's something we need right now. I think everyone in the NBA knows that. I mean, I think all the fans even know that too. Like, when it comes to winning a championship, you need the entire team. I've stressed that every single time. It's not just one guy that does it all. It can be one guy that maybe sparks the team. It could be two guys that maybe spark the team, or maybe the whole team sparks each other. Pause. But like, it's got to be something that ignites the entire team to wake the fuck up and play basketball. Because it can't just be one guy doing it all. It can't just be one guy playing defense and getting the fast break points. It can't be just one guy that scores a 3-point very well and the rest of the team is looking like fucking buns the rest of the night.
Correct.
Like, it's got to be a team effort. So I think that's why the teams like the Hornets are doing well, the Knicks are doing well, the Suns are doing well, because they are playing as well as a team. We're seeing players on the Suns that, honestly, I didn't really think were going to be a threat, or let alone a player that you'd have to be like, what's his name? Gillespie on the Suns.
Is he a starter?
He's not a starter. He's one of the role players.
So bench points. How important is bench points do we see for a lot of teams? Like, especially
it's crucial.
Like down the stretch and stuff.
It's
like
crucial.
Middle of the season, like right now. This is where those bench players get their reps in. Because these all-stars got to take breaks, in and out of breaks, come back, make sure that they stay healthy and stuff like that. But I like the direction that Phoenix is heading, bro. I think they won't be making any big trades. I don't think they have enough assets to. I think they already gave up all that they probably had with the whole Kevin Durant and things like that. But they could still acquire somebody. I'm sure they still got some cap room.
One thing I kind of thought about that would be interesting right now is, what if Chris Paul decided to go back to the Suns? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe he left that organization under bad terms. I believe he just ended up getting traded.
I think he wasn't cool with the coach
at the time.
Yeah.
At the time, which is not even a coach in the league anymore. Yeah. I can't remember his name, bald dude with the glasses, but Monty Williams. Yeah. There you go. I don't believe he's in the league anymore as a coach. So, shit, maybe if I'm a coach, or if I'm in office over in the Suns, and I'm at least have some type of intelligence, I would consider picking back up a veteran like a Chris Paul potentially.
I mean, I'll pick up
not to start, but
I'll pick up Chris Paul for a bag of chips.
Hey, you wouldn't pick him up? You saying? Nah.
Like no, I'll pick him up. I just won't pay him
at all. Yeah,
like I'll give him like a bag of chips and like some food.
I don't think he's looking for a pay, but I mean,
I'll give him a meal plan.
He's got that playoff experience for one. He's got that veteran experience.
I know.
We all. I personally believe, I still don't think that Devin Booker is a point guard just yet. I still think he's a 2. I don't think he's a 1. I don't think they really do have a designated 1. So if you put a Chris Paul out there, yeah, you can still have Devin Booker play the 1 primarily. But hey, that might alleviate some of the pressure off of him to come back and play the 2. Plus, they already have a chemistry, Devin Booker and a Chris Paul. Hey, maybe that could be the missing piece. You know, I figured that could be something. Maybe that stops them from having so many injuries. Maybe they're getting injured so much because these guys are trying to ball handle and they're not ball handlers. Yeah. Devin Booker, yeah, he can handle the ball, but again, not a point guard. Yeah. Chris Paul, if you can have him out there facilitate and have these guys on the perimeter just shooting threes all night, Jalen Green's going to shoot threes. We know that. Devin Booker, he's going to shoot threes and get to the paint. We know that. Dylan Brooks, we were seeing he can shoot threes very well from the corner. So there's a lot of potential if you do bring in a competent point guard like a Chris Paul. So I think that's something that could be potentially. I don't know if that's a trade there or if that'd be like a free agent pickup because
it's a free agent pickup.
Is that what happened? Did he got clipped from the Clippers?
Yeah, I think he got
no pun intended.
He got dismissed.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I mean, shit. If it's a low budget cost right there, you know, hey, look, we'll pay you a couple bags of chips, you know what I'm saying?
We give you a meal plan, a meal swipe card. You get free food in the stadium.
I seen him recently working out. He was on his social media. Looked like he's doing some workout videos in the gym. So, hey, maybe he's preparing for a comeback at the Phoenix Suns. If so, then y'all heard it here.
Yeah, I think he thought about that. He thought about maybe somebody could pick him up in the trade deadline before the trade deadline. I'm sure he considered that.
I mean, it'd be nice. I'm sure Phoenix fans would love it. I personally think it'd be good for him because the Clippers dismissed him did him dirty. So at this point, shit, go back to Phoenix. You played there before. If not there, maybe he goes to OKC and surprises everybody. But I think go back to a team that he didn't leave bad, I guess. Bad terms, besides the Pelicans. That organization is done. Don't go back there. But speaking of trades, really the next hottest trade right now, everybody's talking about it. I'm a little bit annoyed about it, but we got to talk about it because it's what's hot, it's what's trending. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yes, I said it like that. That boy is still one of the hottest agents right now to be in trade talks outside of probably players like maybe a John Morant, and that's about it. But I want to talk just solely about Giannis right now. We're talking so much about the teams that he might potentially go to. I know the front runners, you said, is Miami, the Golden State Warriors, the New York Knicks, and then the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thank you. So those are the front runners right now. And that's what we're seeing in social media. And I feel like with the hype of social media over the years, we're always going to gauge to what media says. Obviously, I mean, shit, we're media too. But I want to talk about the teams that no one's talking about, honestly. Like the sleeper teams. Like, we didn't think that Luka was going to be traded to the Lakers. So that's a surprise there, but...
We didn't think he would be traded at all.
We didn't think... Facts. We didn't think he'd be traded at all. However, Giannis now openly wanted to be traded to all these teams that we talk about that he wants to go to or that people think he's going to go to. Where do we think he's not going to go to? I know you said you had a team for me. You think he may go to a sleeper team.
So a sleeper team that he may go to
that hasn't been talked about.
That has not been talked about, but carries some weight from what I can see on paper. They're not a big market team, so that's the only reason why I guess they would be considered also a sleeper.
Milwaukee isn't either. Remember that?
No, I know, but that's why they would be considered a sleeper team. But they have some assets that tradable can serve. The trade can be serving to both sides, and I mean, go ahead and shoot me for it. I'm just a messenger, but I'm going to go ahead and say the Pelicans.
The Pelicans.
The Pelicans got some really key players on their team right now. Murray. They have that guard.
Jordan Poole.
They have Jordan Poole. They have the other guard with the long hair. I forget his name. The Puerto Rican guy.
Alvarado.
They have obviously we're talking not an even swap, but as far as popularity goes, you remove a what's his name.
Who, DeJounte Murray, Jordan Poole,
Zion Williamson. You put him in Milwaukee, he's still putting seats in the stadium if he stays healthy. You know what I mean? But they have a lot of assets, and again, if you go down their roster, you're talking about a pretty solid team, better than Milwaukee, as far as like players, individual players. They're probably just not in the right place.
You know, that's a pretty interesting one. So you're saying swap a Zion Williamson for a Giannis is what we're saying?
You're going to have to give a little bit more than Zion for sure.
I'm sure, but
But
the
your trade-
primary trade would
Yes.
be around those two
Yeah.
stars, if you will say.
Correct.
About
You
Zion.
would trade Zion for Giannis, and you'll bundle in there. You know,
Couple other players,
maybe Alvarado.
because Milwaukee specifically stated that
They
what
got
they want.
DeAndre Jordan, who's obviously not in his prime, but
They specifically stated what they want. Milwaukee is to have younger stars. They want a team. They want young stars. They want draft picks, and I forgot. And they obviously with the trade of Giannis. So those are the two things that they really want in that trade.
they can do Zion Williamson, Jordan Poole, and DeAndre Jordan, and get Giannis, and
That'd be
they still got a complete team. You still
put Jordan
keep
Poole back with Kyle Kuzma again.
You still keep Jose Alvarado. You still keep Kevon Looney. You still keep
They might trade Kevon Looney.
DeJounte Murray. And now you got a Giannis. No, I mean, yeah, I would keep Kevon Looney and trade DeAndre Jordan if possible. Because DeAndre
Jordan's is older. Yeah, I'd probably keep Kevon. Well, I don't know. Kevon Looney's up there too. Not older, but like.
I mean, that's a championship experience right there. I wouldn't.
Yeah, you partnered that up with Giannis. That could definitely do some things. They both have the experience being in that elite level. So I agree with you on that. So that's fair.
The front court's gonna be champions, champion experience, Giannis.
Hey, maybe Chris Paul could make
Looney.
a return back to the Pelicans, because if he does go there and play with DeAndre Jordan, that would be a little blast in the past with the Clippers.
Yeah. So that's my sleeper team, the Pelicans, only because very similar to some other teams like OKC, who's probably not going to make any changes for Giannis, but they have more than enough assets that would not disrupt the overall identity of the team.
I just have to know what picks they got. They got picks in New Orleans?
They probably do. They have to have some. They've been losing. They've been losing a lot.
Honestly, I had a couple of sleeper teams, but I did not have the Pelicans.
I told you I'd surprise you with that one.
That one's I like that one. I ain't gonna lie, I do like that one. One of the surprise picks that I honestly had, believe it or not, were either the Mavericks or the Pacers. Here's why I'm gonna do the twitch here. I thought about the Mavericks mainly because we all know everything going on with Anthony Davis right now. Obviously, he's injured, possibly having to do the surgery and whatnot. Giannis is also too. One thing we haven't mentioned, that he's also injured as well right now. He's not playing, so he's not healthy. So whatever team he does get traded to, he's not going to be playing either. So even if a team does pick him up, if it's a good team like the New York Knicks or the Warriors, even, because I mean, immediately if they had him, they would probably be good immediately. But he wouldn't play. Same thing for the Knicks. If it goes to the Knicks, he wouldn't play just yet because he's still injured. So you figure a team that's already on a hot winning trend right now, they may not look to get a Giannis because of his injuries right now. They might want to keep that hot winning trend that they have going. But a team that maybe isn't on a trend, potentially maybe is going to have some rebuilding pieces coming up soon. You pick up a Giannis, like a team like a Mavericks, you switch him out for Anthony Davis and a couple of other picks.
They give up PJ Washington.
PJ Washington. They said that they need a shooting guard over in the Bucks.
So Klay Thompson,
Put Klay
PJ
Thompson
Washington
over there.
and
now you have a team with a Cooper Flag and a Giannis, a young Cooper Flag and a Giannis, and a Kyrie Irving coming back. That could potentially be a team right there. And then if he stays, the reason why I bring out the Pacers, that's if he goes to the West. We all know if he goes to the West, it's a different conference, different players you're going to play, not 2 times out of the year, now 4 times out of the year. So if you go there, it's going to be a little bit harder of a path. Because let's be honest, Cooper Flag, as great as he is still a rookie right now. Next year he'll be in his second season. So it'll be some shaky things going on. You'll have veterans, the Kyrie and the Giannis, but it's still going to take some time. And you got a Jason Kidd, a hell of a coach. So it'll maybe take some time. But then if you go on the Pacers, you're staying on the Eastern Conference. You have a Tyrese Halliburton who's going to come back. I would assume most likely Pascal Siakam will be roped up into that trade.
Correct.
So he'll probably get sent to the Milwaukee. They've already had trade passed before because they picked up Miles Turner. So maybe they reopen up that relationship they had before and say, hey, look, we'll give you Pascal Siakam. He's literally the player that's leading the team in scoring. You put a trade over there. Maybe they give up a Benedict Mathurin, because I know Benedict Mathurin is also in trade talks as well. And now you bring in a Giannis. You mix him up with the Tyrese Halliburton. that could be a nightmare on its own. We already know what
That's
Tyrese can do.
phenomenal for Indiana, but you just literally put
Oh, you fuck up Milwaukee for sure.
Milwaukee. Like, there's literally not going to be any fans in this.
Well, I mean, you do get an all-star and a talent of a Pascal Siakam. Don't forget that.
Like, that guy's
and he already has chemistry playing with Miles Turner with an up and coming point guard in a Ryan Rollins.
That's it.
It ain't ideal.
Front court, but yeah, no, it's not
But
ideal.
don't forget, they're also gonna have draft picks.
Yeah,
the Pacers.
but it's just, again, their team, their organization, it can't afford that type of rebuild and like downfall like that from where their numbers are right now with Giannis.
They want young guys and they want draft picks.
But that would put them.
The only guy that's not young in that trade is Pascal Siakam, of course.
That would put them very similar to like the Hornets or something, and that's not the route I'm sure they want. They still want to be competing.
Oh, they have to understand at this point now they're giving up Giannis. They're not going to be looking like anything competing.
Well, that's why they're holding on to Giannis, and that's
like
why
the best competition they're going to get if they're looking for a decent trade is going to be obviously with those front runners, which we're not talking about now. We're obviously talking about the sleeper teams that might get him. But
I like Dallas. I like Dallas more than Indiana. I
do too.
Because I think Indiana would have to give up too much, and then again, you run into the same cycle Milwaukee's at, where there's missing pieces in their team, and again, not having their star point guard on.
That's fair.
Halliburton is gonna. That's gonna.
I just know
Giannis.
if you put Tyrese Halliburton with the Giannis, put those two together, I think that would be a nightmare.
And you mentioned it. Giannis is hurt.
I would hate that shit, but it'd be a nightmare.
You mentioned it. Giannis is hurt, so that really put Indiana far to be competing this season.
Yeah,
and I don't think that's like something they would want to make.
Yeah, they wouldn't be competitive anymore. But I think they've already kind of sealed the fact that they know they're not competitive. They're last in the East right now. They're not the worst team, but I mean, damn near close to it. The worst team being the Sacramento Kings, being 12-38, and the Pacers being 12-36. So I figure the Pacers probably already know they're not going to be doing anything well. They have their star point guard who's hurt. They're not coming back till next season. They're not looking to compete. It's crazy to think that they were in the championship just last year and now they're the bottom this year. Yeah. So it's insane how the dynamic is. But if they have the potential to do something like that, shit, maybe, I don't know. Because the reason why I tie that in the Pacers thing is because one of the front runners for the trades for Giannis is Miami, which is kind of an odd trade as well because he's looking to go to a championship team as well. But in my eyes, my personal opinion, I don't see what you're going to get if you put him over in a team with Miami Heat.
I think he saw D Wade and LeBron do it and how it was just a duel. He figured that organization, again, if he's even the one considering Miami or if Miami's the one considering him, the organization within itself is a like high calibrating organization that with key figures, they are a threat. So it wouldn't take Miami too many superstars. Like they wouldn't need everybody, but you add Giannis, and yeah, they would lose some, here or there, but with Giannis alone, they can change the momentum of the role players of that team. So like whoever their bench players are, they're supposed to step up.
It's like how Luka makes every center better.
Correct.
I see what you're saying. He's going to complement those role players.
Yeah.
I agree. That's true. Is it enough? That's the biggest thing. And then what are you giving up for it? I would assume you'd want to partner Giannis with the Bam Adebayo because it'd be stupid to just do the swap. But how would they acquire a Giannis and what are they giving up to Milwaukee? I know Tyler Hero, he's gone. They need a guard. That'd be
he's
perfect.
coming with me.
He's going to Milwaukee, but
he's coming with me.
I just what does that leave them? They trading a Giannis for a Tyler Hero and that's it. Like they probably go Jaime Jaquez.
Andrew Wiggins is coming too.
Maybe Jovic. Jovic would probably be gone too.
Andrew Wiggins is coming in the bench.
That'd be gone too as well. But
on the bus route.
Then that would still leave them not having a point guard. Their guards would be down low. They would be giving up Tyler Hero, and then obviously Davion Mitchell would still be there, but Davion Mitchell, we know, is not the guard.
Terry Rozier messed that trade up for Miami.
Oh man, we ain't even gonna talk about Terry Rozier.
No, he did. He messed it up. He messed that trade up for Miami because he could have been.
He could have been playing right now for them and making a threat.
In this deal, he could have been either part of the deal. He could have been now a part of the assignment for Miami with Giannis. Regardless, he could have been in a good position right now. He was an asset.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. He ain't there though. We got to go based off what we got right now. And
He's
right
in
now,
jail right now.
it's crazy. It's crazy, not to laugh, but it's crazy to think that
Damn, we got to bail him out though.
he
'cause
was
I
on
feel
that
like,
team.
I feel like that's just mad talent just sitting in behind bars.
That's not my business, and I can care less. Unfortunately, not me. But I mean, it's just crazy to think about what's going on with these front runners potentially getting Giannis, and we're not talking about the ones that are sleepers. I think I like that pick that you got, though. That is a solid pick. I really wasn't thinking the
Orleans
Pelicans would be something to consider, but the Mavs is a good one. Pacers
Mavs is a good one too.
Pacers is arguably not too bad either, but I can see where there's some holes in that, though.
Yeah.
I can see where there's holes. But outside that, that's all I got for basketball, man. That's what's hot. You know, football is pretty much coming to a close, so we're going to be focused on straight just basketball, obviously, but I think that's the hottest news right now, man.
Yeah, that is.
That's all we got.
We gotta wait to see.
That's
for
the
that
court
trade
of
deadline.
the court and culture, y'all.
Yes, sir.
But we're gonna go straight into it. I don't know if y'all noticed. Wearing the hat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dubby.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Be better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir.
Part of our sponsorship. Make sure you guys enter promo code CNC10 for your first order, 10% off. That's CNC10 to get your first, not your second, not your third, but your first order. And for y'all that be trying to do different emails, that's up to y'all if y'all want to do that. Anyways, CNC10, 10% off your first order. But yeah, man, so what this product is obviously is energy powder. I mean, I personally use it myself. It definitely does give energy. Before y'all ask, ain't no caffeine in it. For the ones that want to use it for pre-workout, that's up to y'all. I don't recommend it for pre-workout. I don't advertise it as pre-workout. It's advertised as something to give you a keep me up, really. So if you're a late night gamer, if you're a streamer, or if you're someone that does a podcast like us, hey, go ahead and rock with W.
Go out there and get it. Rock with us, man.
Rock with W. Outside of that, man, have you not seen recently Catherine O'Hara? I don't know if you heard of her or not, or did any research on her, but Catherine O'Hara, we all know her from being the mom in Home Alone. She's the one that comes down and says, Kevin!
Oh.
Recently passed away, I believe 2 days ago or a day ago. So, sad thing, obviously they came up, she passed at 71 years old. I think the last time I might have seen her was on the Chase commercial where she was saying Kevin, but when she said Kevin, she was talking about Kevin Hart. So, yeah, she recently passed away. The reason why I brought her up is because we in the culture piece right now. So for me personally, I don't know if y'all remember, but I brought up Home Alone. That is a childhood, I would say childhood movie right there. I definitely
very good movie.
grew up watching that movie. So, hey, you know, R.I.P. to Catherine O'Hara, man. R.I.P. After that, latest news over here in the Sunshine State of Florida.
What we got?
Sha'Carri Richardson, Olympic gold medalist, recently in a high speed, not chase, because she wasn't in a chase, and I'm talking about in a vehicle. She was recently pulled over for high speed driving, doing over 90 miles per hour here in Florida on the highway.
I mean, let's talk about it though, bro.
Go ahead, let's talk.
She's used to going fast.
This is going fast. That's what I say,
Hey.
yo. I'm like, I
You
mean,
can't hold somebody accountable. It can't be when it's beneficial to you.
I forgot which rapper said this, but yo, the car was meant to go fast. There's a reason why the dash got all that under. So, hey, I don't condone any of y'all doing that because y'all gonna suffer the repercussions and consequences. However, yeah, man, I mean, it's Florida,
She was
dude.
going 90?
Over 90, that's what it said, 90 to about 100.
That's
And they
not
got that
that
new
bad.
law that they passed last year in Florida where apparently if you doing 50 over or over 100 in the speed limit, you get
Yeah, if you go 50 over like the speed limit in itself, yeah. Going to jail.
Well, 70 over that, I mean, you're doing realistically 120. 120 is wild. And that's like the standard speed in Florida.
If you're
highway
going
trip.
70 and then, I mean, if your speed limit is 70 and you're going 95, you cruising. Cruising.
You flying, my nigga. You're not cruising.
Yo,
You're 25
Am I
away.
wrong?
You're 25 off of where that limit is.
you going with traffic, the flow of traffic.
That's what you're missing. You're supposed to flow with traffic, not do 95 or
I'm creating the new flow of traffic. That's
think-
all it is.
I don't think you
I'm a
creating-
trendsetter. I don't follow it.
The Toyota, the Prius is not keeping up with you doing 95. So yeah, man.
I also drive at 4 in the morning, so there's
Absolutely no traffic. Yeah,
and
I
no
feel
police
that.
officers.
I mean, we
at
know
that
me.
time.
I be driving like it's apparently a race car driver, so I've been told. So hey, I like to have fun on the roads, man. I do it within the confines of the speed limit, which most of the time be around that 70 on the highway. And you know you can go 5, 10 over. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But yeah, man.
She was going a little too fast.
She was going a little too fast. She did get put into jail. Obviously, she was out on bond. Yeah. Did the whole 9 yards. There's a video clip of people passing by, seeing her being arrested and whatnot.
Damn.
Yeah, dog. It's crazy, bro. But yeah, that's obviously she's in the news again because she was in the news previously before with something that had to do with marijuana.
They going after these Olympians.
Bro, they going after everybody and anybody.
You saw that Canadian.
Ain't nobody safe.
You saw that Canadian El Chapo Olympian skier who just recently turned himself in.
They going after Bad Bunny for the Super Bowl, my guy.
No, specifically Olympians right now are in trouble, bro.
Oh, why you say that? Someone else got caught up somewhere?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, the guy from Canada, the Olympian skier, became a narco trafficker over the last 10 years and is considered like the white El Chapo. He lived in Mexico. He worked with the Sinaloa cartel.
Damn.
And he was actually on the FBI's top 10 list.
Most wanted list?
Yeah, top 10. Yeah.
Jeez, Olympian?
Yeah, they seized the cops found motorcycles of him, over $2 million worth of motorcycles. There were like over 50 of them. I don't know why you would have that many. They found
every day of the.
I guess for his boys, all his boys.
Got 50 boys?
I guess, yeah. Shit, that's how much security you need.
Jesus.
They also seized a $10 million one-of-one Mercedes Benz. I actually don't know exactly what
How did you order
model.
a one-of-one Mercedes Benz
as a drug kingpin?
Yeah, like how did you do that?
I guess he used his Olympic. He used his Olympic
you know
name.
what? Maybe someone that was not famous but rich. He used
his own Olympic name. He's also a celebrity, and he's also highly worth based on his Olympian achievements.
Nah, man, you got me going down rabbit holes, man. Oh
But yeah, man. So no, I'm just saying, man. They're going after Olympians. I don't know who's next.
Oh man,
they went after basketball players. The Feds ain't playing this year, bro. They was sleeping for a while, bro. Feds is sweeping.
Yeah, that's right. They was all up in the NBA before. Pause. So now
they were in baseball for a little bit. They almost got Ohtani.
Yo,
MLB had to step in and be like, yo. Yeah, I don't know how much viewers he's bringing in.
Yeah, so
how many tax dollars that guy's bringing in.
They cracking down everyone. They definitely cracking down. And you know what? I just realized we're gonna put this in there too because this is something that's actually breaking news not too long ago. But Paul George, bro, another athlete of ours in the NBA. I forgot this little piece. Suspended for 25 games.
I did hear about that, man, for taking drugs.
Apparently so. We know what kind of drugs he was probably taking. Weed.
Percocets. Oh, you
Molly.
Okay, okay.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, we were on different.
Oh, different routes. My fault.
Right,
My fault. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. True news though. True news. Yeah. Paul George suspended for 25 games for violating NBA anti-drug policy. He did release a statement not too long ago. In the statement, he basically stated, I'm gonna read it to y'all. Over the past few years, I've discussed the importance of mental health, and in the course of recently seeking treatment for an issue of my own, I made the mistake of taking an improper medication.
Self-medicating.
I take full responsibility for my actions, and I apologize to the Sixers organization, my teammates, and the Philly fans for my poor decision making during this process. I am focused on using the time to make sure that my mind and body are in the best condition to help the team when I return.
And that my podcast is number one.
That wasn't in there. But yeah, he released
that was very good. That was politically. What you're
correct. Yes, you're supposed to do, man.
PR team.
You're an all-star like that. Been in the league for as long as. Hey,
good job, PR team. Good job.
Pam. We got to make sure that we on that shit. All right.
But I mean, we're not gonna sweep it under the rug. So somebody go ahead and expose what type of drugs he was taking.
Yo, facts. We need to know
that's confidential and stuff.
I think what it was is that man scored over 30 points, and they were like, nah. Mm-hmm. You broke your leg before. Ain't no fucking way.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
You're not paying $1 million in treatment.
Yeah,
like LeBron James.
Facts. Like you didn't go over there and get paid just to sit down for a whole season, come back and think all of a sudden now you're gonna be voted. Yeah. Like fuck out of here. So yeah, man.
They took away the third best player for Philly though. So
and they were looking nice too.
Third
Philly
best
was
scorer.
looking really good right now. They're 6th in the Eastern Conference, 26-21, over 500. They're looking pretty good.
That was their third best scorer. I think he averaged around 15 points a game.
They're doing some things. Tyrese Maxey obviously leading that team.
And then they had Joel Embiid a little bit ahead of
and I'm surprised honestly from Joel Embiid. Like, I really didn't expect him to be that much of an impact.
And
Obviously,
I don't see him in the
told him.
headlines right now no more. I don't see him in the media. I don't see him talking too much. He just put his head down and play.
I did mention, though, earlier in our season of Court and Culture that they would be a sleeper team.
Yeah.
I did mention the Sixers. So, I mean, I do like them for being a sleeper team. Will they make it far? Hell no.
Now with what's going on right now with George, Paul
Maybe
George.
Giannis goes to the Sixers. Shit. Switch out Joel Embiid.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you had Paul George, that would have been amazing.
Yeah. It's crazy how I was thinking about the other day, and this is a dark thought. With all these injuries that's going on, you figure there's a doctor somewhere out there that's getting paid, dog.
Oh, yeah.
All these repairs to ACLs and to Achilles and all these, not even just in basketball, but in football, and I'm sure in baseball as well. I just don't know much of it, but basketball alone with all these star players
I think
that have been injured,
I mean, when you look
they
at
gotta be funneling money.
when you look at how these players are like in and out of the rotation because they're hurt, you got to think like there's a doctor behind saying, hey, I don't recommend that player playing. I recommend he come see me. We work some therapy out. I saw some movements that are concerning to me.
Hey, man, we in the wrong industry.
Bring them over to
We in the
our
wrong
office.
industry maybe, man, because we over here doing a podcast and them boys out there repairing Achilles
We
and
used to
shit.
laugh at those types of. They're called I forget what their role is, but they're like the sideline doctors.
The athletic trainer?
Yeah, we used to kind of laugh at that career path.
Well, I don't think it's the
That and
athletic trainers
chiropractor?
that are doing the surgeries, but it's definitely the trainers that are out there.
Surgeries is a different thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, these treaters that are there on
Trainers,
standby,
the athletic trainers, yeah.
they're getting bonuses a lot for.
I'm sure they are. Like, anytime they're out there and they're like getting these guys like up and going, even like their fitness coaches, I'm sure. Like, if they see an improvement in their shooting, they got shooting coaches out there. I'm sure they get bonuses if
like
they
if Jason
reach a certain
Tatum
percentage.
comes back this season,
He's not. I don't think
but
so.
but again, if he does, that trainer,
he's not.
That trainer is gonna get it's not gonna get, but should get his recognition because he, to a certain extent, dedicated himself to that player.
Yeah, I'm
to
sure
make
that's
him
what'll
capable.
probably happen. I mean, they probably offer some kind of bonus or maybe, I wouldn't say commission, but I mean, maybe there is a commission when it comes to how fast they're able to get players to come back or maybe how their performance is after the comeback. So, man, it's a lot to look at. Maybe we need a second job, bro.
Nah,
Looking for a second career.
I'm straight.
And y'all. But man, that is about all we have the time for today. That is it, bro. Just, remember to make sure y'all get y'all dubby. You know what I'm
sir.
saying? This is that passion fruit. If y'all like passion fruit, they got other flavors too.
I fuck with passion.
They got Japanese soda. They got all kinds of merchandise, hoodies, jackets. They got shaker bottles as well. Make sure y'all head to the website, w.com. Check it in. We got the link. Everything is on our page and our social media. Again, I'm Khalil.
G Money.
G Money.
Let's get it, boy.
We out and get y'all dubby. Yes, sir.